scores. If your sense of self-worth rises and falls based on productivity, results, or approval, this video is for you. Not to reassure you, not to motivate you, but to correct a misconception that silently shapes how you behave, think, and decide. Self-worth is often treated like a score you must earn. Scores are easy to compare. Numbers are easy to debate. Points are easy to judge. But people are not points. When self-worth is treated like a score, every action becomes a test. Every outcome becomes a verdict. Every delay feels like failure. This is a measurement mindset. It constantly evaluates output instead of understanding input. Measurement might work for machines, but humans are not machines. Human experience is a system of tendencies, habits, and feedback, not a scoreboard. So we begin with clarity. Self-worth is not a score. It is a baseline. A baseline does not fluctuate wildly. A baseline does not collapse under stress. A baseline remains steady when evaluated. A baseline is what remains when the measurement stops. If your worth depended on a single outcome, it would always feel fragile. That fragility creates avoidance, hesitation, and fear. You procrastinate not because you lack willpower, but because the cost of failure feels personal. If worth is conditional, every risk feels like a threat. Every mistake feels like proof. Every pause feels like judgment. This is how conditional worth fuels avoidance, overthinking, perfectionism, procrastination, burnout. Not because these behaviors are your identity, but because they reduce perceived risk. Now consider a different framing. Instead of asking, "Am I worthy if I succeed?" ask, "What evidence does the mind already have that I existed today?" At this baseline, worth is not earned. It is acknowledged. It is assumed. It is foundational. This does not mean you never improve. It means your baseline does not disappear when progress pauses. Now we come to confidence, and this is where many get stuck. Confidence is often treated as a prerequisite for action. I'll act when I feel ready. I'll start when I'm confident. I'll continue when I'm certain. But confidence does not come before action. It comes after evidence. When you act, the mind collects data. Action reveals patterns. Patterns reveal competence. Competence fosters confidence. Confidence is not a starting point. It is a byproduct of consistency. This means the protocol must shift. Your task is not to prove worth. Your task is to repeat exposure. This protocol is built around movement, not evaluation. Begin with actions that are small enough that the system does not escalate resistance. Then make them repeatable. Not perfect, not impressive, just consistent. Each action introduces evidence that you can show up. Each day of showing up normalizes existence. Each cycle reinforces the baseline. This is not about performance. It is about participation. A baseline does not disappear when effort slows. It remains. And that is the difference between a score and a baseline. Take one small action today, not to prove anything, just to participate. If you feel this has helped you, then subscribe and let the protocol repeat tomorrow.